Hi, it's Michael Delsignore. I'm outside of Malden District Court. I want to talk about what happens if you're charged with an OUI at a Malden District Court. Cases from Malden involve arrest by the state police, Everett police, anything from the casino, the Wynn Casino would come here to Malden District Court. Key things to remember, and I'm going to give you 3 of them that I like to tell my clients to make sure everyone charged with an OUI understands. That being arrested isn't the same as being convicted. It's very difficult to prove an OUI charge beyond a reasonable doubt. 1, it's a crime of opinion. Everyone has different opinions, and the officer's opinion can certainly be wrong. Their opinion that you failed field sobriety test because of alcohol isn't necessarily accurate. It's a lot of reasons. Perhaps you didn't do as well as they thought you should have on these tests. Perhaps you have bad balance, and we can show that through medical records. It might have been that you really didn't understand the test. Often these officers will run through and rush through the instructions, and it's hard for people to understand that in 30 seconds on the side of the road with their liberty at stake. So there's a lot of reasons why these tests are inaccurate, and often they're one of the primary means that they're going to use to prove the case against you in court. Second thing we want somebody to understand is the license consequences, that their license isn't suspended for the entire duration of the case. If you took a breath test, it was over 0.08, you can get your license back in 30 days. If you refuse the test, you can get your license back by appealing it to the RMV in Boston within 15 days, or if you're found not guilty, there's a presumption of reinstatement on your license. So license suspensions don't run the duration of the case. You can get your license back and still fight the case. If you do need to get your license back, there is a way to resolve it and get quickly back on the road. Third thing I want people to understand is that breath test evidence is often inaccurate, unreliable, and doesn't always come into evidence. So if you have a breath test in your case, don't assume that you can't win the case just because there's a breath test. So with these 3 things in mind, it'll help you to have a better perspective on your case. I've handled cases out of Malden District Court and won all types of cases. We've had cases involving roadblocks. That's when the police they pull everyone over, they direct you into a screening area to determine if you've had too much to drink. These are very winnable cases because there's no evidence of bad driving. Your driving is going to be a key factor in any OUI case. If there's no accident, no erratic driving, it's a big help to you, because we can argue to the jury that, hey, you were only pulled over for speeding is a minor traffic violation. That's a powerful argument to say that there's no driving reflective of somebody under the influence of alcohol. We, of course, do get accident cases. If you are in an accident, accidents happen all the time, and they're not always because of alcohol. So there's a lot of different ways we can fight these cases depending on your particular circumstance and your situation. In a lot of cases, I don't need my clients to testify. In a lot of cases, it'll just be the officer. Some cases I will. I'll go over that with you, explain the process to you. A lot of people have fears about testifying, get up in court, and a lot of those are based on things that aren't typical of what actually happens in court. So I want to make sure that when you make a decision in the case, it's based on a realistic understanding of what happens in court, and we'll work on that, go over that, spend time together. I've done this my entire career. I like helping people in difficult situations, and there's nothing more rewarding than standing up and speaking for somebody that can't speak for themselves. If you have an OUI charge, feel free to call me, 781-686-5924. It's never too early, too late to call. I'm here to help, and you can text them that number as well.